G'day, g'day, g'day. Mixing it up today again, Thursday. Cultivate awareness. Are you aware of the new scenery, the new lighting, the new view? Cultivating awareness, the 3 levels of awareness. Now, what I've become aware of is I've got something very important to do today, but my 3 stories relate to the people I met yesterday. There was an MP, that intrigues me. Military police? No, local council MP. I met a few other people. I want to go into the whole ins and outs of reflecting on yesterday, which was elevating language and cultivating awareness today. If you're interested, hang around and find the next video. Bye for now.
Do you feel like there's never enough time in the day? Are you struggling to switch off from work, the internet, and social media? It's time to reconnect with family, friends, colleagues, and most importantly, yourself. Join the Be More Social Daily Challenge. Just 10 minutes a day to recharge, gain more energy, and enjoy what matters most. Let's begin.
And another change of scene. Wow. Landscape, portrait can be different, but different purposes. Are you aware of the different purposes in your life? We've been discussing lately how Be More Social is about helping teenagers unlock their potential by disconnecting online and reconnecting offline with their family, friends, and loved ones. And it starts with us, the parents, the adults, the ones that have the more critical thinking skills. Well, we hope. Where does that take us when we're talking about cultivating awareness and reflecting on elevating language? Well, it's how we talk to our teens, how we talk to each other, importantly, how we talk to ourselves. Are you aware how you talk to yourself? I had an interesting conversation with Nick, my wife, this morning. I asked her the question, if I ask a friend, are you okay? And they say, no, I'm fine. Does that mean they mean, no, I'm not okay? In my learnings and my research, I believe that we talk to each other, and more often than not, more than half of what we say, we're actually talking to ourselves, because our unconscious mind does actually listen. And what are we telling ourselves? What are we telling our kids? And what are our kids telling themselves? We all have that little voice in our head. Could be the devil you know, or the devil you don't. Have you seen those Tom and Jerry cartoons? I used to love those. For me, the devil is the ego. The angel needs to accept the ego. And I call it Danigo. Dan, ego. Hey, Danigo, he's shown himself up again. That's cool. I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect. You're trying to provide security. It's okay, I've got this. Imagine you're 13, 14, 15 years of age. You don't know how to quieten that voice. You're watching social media. You're listening to your friends on the playground. You're talking in a way of bravado, trying to pretend like you're this person that you may not be. We have these expectations. Our parents put expectations on us, our schools, our teachers, our surroundings, our environment, the news, the media, social media. But one of the most important things to learn in the classroom is critical thinking. That involves the 3 levels of awareness. What you know, what you know you don't know, and what you don't know, you don't know. The 3 levels. I love 3s. Critical thinking is about shifting knowledge between these 3 areas. I know this makes sense. When we talk to each other, we talk like we're connecting. It's like an alley or a pathway. And we connect with these people and we connect with ourselves. Are you connected? How do you listen to the voice inside your head? What inspires you and what draws you down? When are you listening to this voice, the angel? And when are you listening to this voice, the ego? So what does that mean around awareness, and how can we use more empowering language? And I've shared this before. just by shifting those little things. Are you okay? Yes, thank you for asking. I'm all right. I don't need your help. Rather than, no, I'm fine, thank you. Just in case you are saying to your subconscious mind, no, I'm not okay. It's a slight shift. You may not think, which is conscious competence, which is what you know you know. You may think it's not affecting you, but what if it was? It's one little shift from a no to a yes. Because yes is positive. Yes is empowering. And for some people, no can be empowering too. It's a barrier. It's a disconnection. It's a, I hear what you're saying, but that's not the truth. If that works for you, great. But be curious. Look into your awareness. Discover whether you know, or whether it could be something you don't know. And then we start to let them play together. That's where the fun begins. We're starting to think about elevating our language. That can be done in person, the whole concept of be more social. It can also be done online. And we need to be wary of not everyone is sending the message that you believe. I can write something on a piece of paper and show it to you, and different people will have different interpretations of what's written on that paper. If I say that sentence in an empowering way, you may take the message that I'm trying to be empowering. I could also say that exact same sentence in a disempowering way, and you find it disempowering. Let me give you an example. I like green apples. You may perceive that as the written word. Now, if I come from a disempowering or disappointing perspective, I could say something like, I like green apples. What's that response to? Someone may have said, I only have red apples, and you're disappointed. So you say, I like green apples. Where someone comes in and says, I've only got green apples, and you go, I like green apples. Exactly the same words, said three different ways. Are you aware of how you use your language? Hopefully, now you are. What does that mean? Well, let's look to the future. Not too far, just tomorrow. If we're intentionally focusing on bringing more conscious awareness to our lives using elevating language, we can start to form better habits. How do you shift a habit? You need to be aware of the habit that exists. You can shift that by using more empowering language. Do you see how the 3 days start to meld together? It's pretty powerful stuff. I loved what I was listening to Tony Robbins about this morning. He was talking about 3 levels of leadership. It's similar to the learning process, which is Saturday. It's similar to the 3 levels of awareness. His methods were learn, practice, create. The learning process is learn, practice, share. When I started to combine this and consider it, I thought, what does he mean by create? And how can we tie that with share? What are we learning? Maybe we're reading a book, watching a YouTube clip, a podcast, who knows? And then we practice it, we put it into action. The learning process suggests we share it. And when we're sharing in person or even in written form, we're often giving our interpretation. You add a story to it. You create a different version of, I grew up in an apple orchard and there were only ever red apples. So mum and dad used to take me down to the markets on a Sunday so we could buy green apples. I like green apples. That is creating a story and sharing it with others. I know that makes sense. There is critical thinking in there. Are we teaching critical thinking? Yes, teachers do this. They do this on a level that a lot of us don't understand because they're often talking to that second level of awareness, which is you know what you don't know. The teacher is bringing this into your world. For some of us, like me, I'll put my hand up, it took years, if not decades, to bring that into my conscious competence, or me knowing what I know. I'm now forming better habits, I'm using better language, I'm becoming more aware, and I'm using the learning practice to share these messages. I hope you understand this is empowering stuff. It doesn't have to be a Debbie Downer. If you enjoy what we're putting down, leave a comment, share how you've become more aware today, and I'd love to see you join the daily challenge and tell us every day what you're going through, whether it's just having a chat or whether it's aligning it to the daily challenge to be more social, and even share who you met that day. Be more social. It's as simple as just say good day. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening as we take on the Be More Social challenge. Join Danny Crouch tomorrow as he shares his journey, and we hope you'll join in too. Drop a comment below. Tell us how it's going, ask questions, and share your insights. Find more details in the description or at chooseyourchapter.com.au. Let's make time, boost energy, and aim to be more social today.